We also project that Bernie Sanders will be the winner of the Democratic primary in New Hampshire. Then we make that projection on the basis of the exit poll information we have received. We also make that projection on the actual numbers, the actual votes that have already been tallied. All of the polls in the states are now closed. That's obviously a lot of excitement right there. The polls apparently were very accurate on the basis of the actual numbers, though, and the exit polls. Bernie Sanders, we project, wins his home state of Vermont. Bernie Sanders has won the Kansas Democratic presidential caucuses. Bernie Sanders is the winner in Kansas. They say 90% of the vote has been counted. 40,000 people participated. Bernie Sanders picks up another win tonight. He wins Kansas in the Democratic caucuses. Very important win psychologically, politically for Senator Bernie Sanders.
Absolutely. And Jeff, you were reporting earlier that the Sanders campaign and even Clinton sources were saying that this is a likely outcome, and they were right.
Right. And he campaigned in Kansas. She did not.
Right.
He went to Lawrence, Kansas this week for a big rally. But what the Sanders campaign is also pointing to, they say, look at the turnout. The turnout actually was higher tonight than it was in 2008. So the Sanders campaign believes that this is a sign that there is energy and enthusiasm out there for him. It's a good win for Senator Sanders, no question. Continues that upward climb from Oklahoma to Kansas and possibly Nebraska. We'll find out in just a couple or a half an hour's time. The results there will begin to come in. So for Senator Sanders, they believe that it's another win in the basket.
Well, we're ready to make a projection right now based on the information just provided by the Democratic chairman in Nebraska. Watch this. And CNN is projecting right now that Bernie Sanders will win the state of Nebraska, the Democratic presidential caucuses in Nebraska. This is his second win of the night. Earlier, we projected he's the winner in Kansas, the Democratic presidential caucuses in Kansas. Right there, Bernie Sanders picks up win number 2 tonight. According to the official numbers that were released by the Democratic Party, you can see Bernie Sanders with 54.8%, Hillary Clinton 45.2%. But based on that information, based on where the outstanding vote is, we have made the projection. Bernie Sanders picks up win number 2 for him tonight in the state of Nebraska. Earlier, he won Kansas.
They believe that their best bang for their buck, as one advisor explained to me, is staying in Michigan.
All eyes are on Michigan right now. In Michigan right now, on the Democratic side, 67% of the vote is in. Bernie Sanders maintaining his lead.
If he wins tonight, we could go to June. We could have a repeat of 2008.
Bernie Sanders is the winner in the Michigan Democratic primary. This is an upset. None of the polls going in thought he was going to win. The two campaigns thought Hillary Clinton was going to win.
A huge victory for the Sanders campaign.
Bernie Sanders will win the Alaska Democratic caucuses. Bernie Sanders, the independent senator from Vermont, will have a margin of victory very sizable over Hillary Clinton and will be the winner of the Alaska Democratic caucuses.
Is Bernie Sanders winning Alaska? Surprise reaction.
No, look.
Nothing to downplay the fact that this is actually a projection is very important.
Look, he has a real constituency in the Democratic Party. He's advanced beyond that beachhead that he started, that other candidates got stuck on. They never got past that, basically, white-collar whites and young people. He has built a real constituency.
This is sort of coming out for the progressive wing of the Democratic Party in a way we haven't seen before.
We're briefly interrupting to bring you this CNN projection. CNN projecting that Senator Bernie Sanders will be the winner of the Washington Democratic caucus. That is the second projection, Alaska and now Washington State.
All right, are you ready for a news alert? We just won the state of Washington.
CNN projects that Bernie Sanders will win the Wisconsin Democratic presidential primary, beating Hillary Clinton. A big win for Bernie Sanders. He won 5 of the last 6 states, now another state. He's got a lot of momentum going forward right now. A big win for Bernie Sanders.
They've had so many wins here recently, a string of them.
CNN projects Bernie Sanders is the winner of the Rhode Island Democratic presidential primary. Bernie Sanders is the winner in the West Virginia Democratic presidential primary. Senator Sanders is the winner. The polls closed in West Virginia nearly 2 hours ago, but he is now the winner. Bernie Sanders is the winner in the West Virginia Democratic presidential primary. Bernie Sanders, we can now project, will win the North Dakota Democratic caucuses.
But we will continue to fight for every vote and every delegate we can get.